Forget the cliche flowers and chocolates. When a man is truly in love, he does things that go way beyond grand romantic gestures. Some of these signs are so rare you might not even realize he's doing them for you. But if he does number 5, that's when you know without a doubt that you are his forever love. Most people don't talk about these, but today I'm revealing 7 secret romantic gestures men only do for the woman they see as their future. These aren't the obvious "I love you" moments. These are the silent but powerful ways a man shows his heart belongs to you. Here's the thing, men aren't always the best at expressing love with words, but their actions, that's where the truth lies. A man who sees you as his forever person doesn't just tell you he loves you, he shows it in ways that most women don't even realize. If you've ever wondered whether he's truly serious about you, pay attention, because these gestures, they separate real love from simple attraction. 1. He creates invisible comfort zones for you in public. Subtle yet powerful. Love isn't just about grand gestures, it's about protection, security, and creating a space where you feel completely safe, even in the most chaotic environments. A man who truly loves you won't always say he's looking out for you, but watch closely and you'll see him show it in ways you never expected. Pay attention to how he moves when you're out in public together. Does he subtly place himself between you and a crowded street? Does he instinctively guide you with a gentle hand on your back when walking through a packed event? Maybe you're at a restaurant and he chooses the seat where he can keep an eye on the room so you don't have to worry about distractions. In social settings, he knows when you're feeling nervous, so without making a big deal out of it, he gives you a reassuring touch, cracks a joke to ease the tension, or simply stands a little closer, creating an invisible shield between you and whatever's making you uncomfortable. This isn't about being possessive or controlling, it's about protection without pressure. A man who does this isn't just thinking about himself, he's constantly attuned to your well-being. It's second nature for him to make sure you feel comfortable, safe, and secure. And when a man does this without even thinking, that's when you know his love is deeply rooted in instinct. 2, he saves the best of everything for you. Ultimate sign of prioritization. When a man truly loves you, he doesn't just tell you, you see it in the small sacrifices he makes without hesitation. One of the biggest, yet most overlooked signs of love, he gives you the best of what he has. Imagine you're sharing a meal, and without a second thought, he offers you the last bite of his favorite dish. Not because he's not hungry, but because he wants you to enjoy it. Or maybe you're watching a movie together, and instead of taking the coziest spot on the couch, he subtly shifts so you get the best seat without even asking. But it goes even deeper. Some men hold on to sentimental things like a treasured childhood hoodie or a meaningful gift from a loved one. If he offers these things to you, it means he's not just sharing his time or affection. He's sharing pieces of his life that matter most. This isn't about material things, it's about what those things represent. When a man willingly gives up what he values most for you, it's a sign that your happiness outweighs his attachments. It means he sees you as an irreplaceable part of his life, someone he wants to give his best to, not just in words, but in action. 3, he mirrors your unconscious habits, psychological sign of deep bonding. Have you ever noticed him using your favorite phrases, laughing in the same way you do, maybe even mimicking your body language without realizing it? This isn't just a cute coincidence, it's a subconscious sign of deep emotional connection. For example, you always touch your hair when you're thinking, and suddenly he starts doing it too. Or maybe you have a habit of tilting your head when you're confused, and without even knowing, he begins to mirror that exact movement in conversations. These tiny gestures may seem small, but they speak volumes. Psychologists say that mirroring is an automatic subconscious way of showing deep connection and trust. It means that his brain is literally syncing with yours, signaling that he feels emotionally aligned with you. When a man mirrors your habits, speech, or even your energy, it's his mind's way of saying, "We are one." Or he fixes, builds, or improves things in your life without being asked. Instinctive love gesture. A man's love language isn't always spoken, it's often done. When a man is deeply in love, he doesn't just listen to your problems, he solves them. This isn't about control or showing off, it's about a deep-rooted instinct to make your life easier, smoother, and more comfortable without you ever needing to ask. Ever noticed how he fixes the wobbly chair in your apartment without being told? Or how he quietly organizes your bookshelf when you've been meaning to get to it for weeks? Maybe you casually mention that your phone battery drains too quickly, and the next day he surprises you with a portable charger because he wants to make sure you're never left stranded. This isn't just kindness, it's an act of devotion. Even in small things, his love shines through. If he sees you struggling to carry heavy grocery bags, he instinctively takes them from you. If your laptop is acting up, he'll spend hours troubleshooting it so you don't have to. These actions may seem minor, but they reveal something major. His love is in the details. Men express love through action, and when a man is genuinely in love, making your life easier becomes second nature to him. He doesn't wait for you to ask, he notices, anticipates, and acts. To him, your comfort and happiness are part of his responsibility, and every fix, improvement, or thoughtful action is his way of saying, "I've got you." 5. He protects your heart, not just your body, most underrated but deepest gesture. A lot of people talk about how a man should protect his woman physically, standing between her and danger, walking her home at night, or ensuring she feels safe. And while that's important, there's an even deeper level of protection that only a man in love will offer. Protecting your heart. Think about it. Has he ever stopped himself from making a joke that he knows would touch on your insecurities? Has he ever defended you in conversations when you weren't around to hear it? Has he ever carefully chosen his words in a disagreement to make sure he doesn't hurt you, even in frustration? That's what emotional protection looks like. Imagine you open up about a past relationship that left scars, and instead of brushing it off or teasing you, he listens, reassures, and actively avoids doing anything that would trigger those wounds. Maybe he's around friends who make jokes about women, and instead of laughing along, he subtly changes the subject or makes it clear that you're not just any woman to him, you're his woman. Physical protection is instinctive, but emotional protection is intentional. It takes maturity, deep care, and a level of love that goes beyond attraction. When a man guards your heart like it's his own, when he chooses his words carefully, respects your feelings, and ensures that his love is always a place of safety, that's when you know he's truly in this for life. 6. He remembers the things you forgot about yourself. Deep listening. We all have little dreams, random thoughts, and childhood wishes we forget along the way, but if a man truly loves you, he remembers them, even when you don't. Imagine this. Months ago, you casually mentioned how you always wanted to learn the piano as a kid but never got the chance. You didn't even think twice about it. Then one day, out of nowhere, he surprises you with a keyboard, a music book, or even signs you up for a lesson. You never asked for it. But he remembered. He cared. This isn't just about the piano, it's about the fact that he's deeply listening, not just to your words, but to your heart. When a man remembers the little details about who you are, it means he treasures you in ways you can't even imagine. Because love isn't just about what's happening in the moment, it's about seeing your past, your present, and your future together. 7. He anticipates your needs before you say a word. Real love isn't just about making grand gestures. It's about those small, almost invisible actions that show how deeply he understands you. A man who truly loves you will anticipate your needs before you even have to ask. You're out on a chilly night, and before you even say a word, he hands you his jacket. Or maybe you're at a restaurant, and before you even check the menu, he suggests a dish because he remembers you hate seafood. He instinctively knows when you're tired, overwhelmed, or just need a moment of comfort, and he steps in without being asked. This is love in its purest form, effortless, instinctive, and deeply personal. When a man truly cares, your comfort becomes second nature to him. It's not about obligation. It's about the fact that seeing you happy and at ease brings him joy. Thanks for watching.